What's going on once again, trans girls and guys? I am Brack here bringing you another video. I've spent the last 2 days this weekend looking for toys. I was primarily out looking for the Commander Class Studio Series 2-pack of Hook and Long Haul. I was looking for the Commander Class Silverbolt, as well as I had seen that the 86 Megatron, the leader class, had recently started appearing in stores here, so I was looking for that. Still on the lookout for Scrapper as well. So I'm just kind of setting the scene for this because I took a trip up to Auckland this weekend looking for some of these because I hadn't seen anything lately in my city down here in Hamilton, about an hour south of Auckland, depending where you go. Wanted to try to find them. So a nice little day trip up to Auckland, have a look for these. There's gonna be some clips up in Auckland from Saturday, and then I also went out to a couple more stores Sunday morning here back in Hamilton. Have another look just to see. Now I did find some cool stuff, not all of it Transformers and not all of it toys. We'll see how I did, so let's cut to those clips now. The first stop was the Westfield Mall in Manaco, and this mall actually has a really well-stocked Farmers, which is a department store here in New Zealand, a lot of the current deluxes, and they also had down here with the leader classes, the first time seeing this, the 86 Studio Series Grimlock reissue. Unfortunately, it was a buy one, get one half off sale, and there was nothing else for me to pair it with. Sadly, no Labubus in stock. I remember last time I was here, they had dozens of this Bill Burr Star Wars dude. I actually made a short of it on my channel if you want to go back and watch that. There were significantly less now, but still quite a few, so I don't know if they'll ever get rid of all of these. Now, this mall also has a really cool little Japanese supermarket, and they have these really cute Moomin biscuits, and I love Moomin, so I had to pick these up. Alright, so the first Farmers was a bit of a bust, but we're now at Toy World Manaco, so we'll have a look in here and see if we can find anything good. Into Toy World we go. Now, I have been to this Toy World before, and it is always pretty well stocked. You can see they did have the Commander Class 2-pack, but they're pretty expensive here. Star Optimus Prime as well, which I'm not too interested in. Otherwise, it was a lot of the stuff I've been seeing around lately, but it was well stocked. You know, they had stuff here to buy. It just wasn't necessarily things I needed or that I wanted. See, they had the Fall and still in stock, as well as a few other cool little things here. I already paid $99 for this guy on clearance, and he's gone down to $79 now. So nothing in Toy World either, some good stuff, but Toy World is always usually a little bit more expensive than the other shops. It's kind of like how Toys R Us used to be back in the States when they were open there. You know, we're in the rich part of town now. And in another Farmers now, and a lot of good stuff here, but nothing that I need or really want that badly. You know, you had the AoE Optimus leader class, the little YOLO Park model kits that I've been seeing around a lot here. But again, Scrapper, he just seems to elude me. I just can't seem to find him anywhere. I still haven't seen him once in person yet. Tung 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 sahur. Into the big red shed known as the warehouse. This is probably the closest thing we have to a Walmart in New Zealand, I would say. Not nearly as big, but hey, it's the closest thing we got. And I was lucky enough to find the Constructicon 2-pack here, a good bit cheaper than Toy World as well. And here I was starting to think that I came all this way for nothing, but we got what we came for, boys. Let's get out of here. And since we're already here, we went to another Toy World now. You can see they do have the 2-pack here as well, but for $20 more, come on, brah. I only paid $200 at the warehouse, but yeah, pretty well stocked Toy World, I will say. They did have Magmatron here still for $99 rather than $79 like the other one. And a good supply of Bone Crusher. He's still been pretty hard to find. Finally, some good Transformers for once. And this was also my first time going into Vagabond Games and Collectibles, a very cool locally owned shop. I would have filmed more here, but it was quite busy, so I decided not to disturb people with my hijinks today. And here's a random 3-0 Blitzwing at Pop Mart. And they also had Soundwave. So it is now Sunday, the next day, back in my hometown of Hamilton. It's a beautiful day outside, the sun is shining, so I'm gonna continue the toy hunt now. Truthfully, because I only filmed like 5 minutes of footage. It's so busy in Auckland, you know, I didn't want to get the camera up in people's faces or anything. So yeah, just gonna keep hunting and try if we can find the other Commanders at the Silverbolt that I was looking for. So we'll see how we go today. Probably won't find it, but hey, gotta lengthen this video somehow, right? Back at the Farmers I normally go to here in Hamilton, they're pretty well stocked, but it's all the same stuff from last week. You've got Shockwave, AoE Prime, G2 Grimlock as far as leader class goes, and again, it's well stocked. A lot of Red Alert. He seems to be kind of the current show form at the moment, but it's just not what I'm looking for. I still haven't seen Scrapper here. Still haven't seen any of the Commander class stuff here. But again, it is well stocked, so if you need any of this stuff, this is a pretty good Farmers. I would be excited if I didn't have everything I already wanted from here. And a quick look at the warehouse across the parking lot. They had a lot of Waspinator, Solus Prime, Coco Melon, so all the good stuff you'd want here. Still some Dark of the Moon Wheeljacks lurking here. They also had quite a few Heatwave, as well as a Skybite, who is not a super common one to see here yet, so that's pretty cool. In the toy section, come on. So as you would have seen earlier in the video, I did manage to find the Constructicon Commander Class 2-pack. So we've got Hook and Longhole here. This is primarily what I was looking for, so I was really happy to see this. When I was checking out and buying this, the older cashier was like, "What is this?" She was like, "Is this a toy? Is this a game?" And I'm like, "No, it's toys, it's robots." And I was like, "See?" And she's like, "Oh, so it's the robots and the cars?" I'm like, "Oh, they transform." And she was like, "What?" And she was like, "Oh, $200. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get $200 of enjoyment out of it." This was my only toy pickup for the weekend, so didn't pick up that Grimlock. Kind of wish I had, but it was a buy one get one 50% off sale going on, and there was nothing else there that I wanted. Didn't see Scrapper at all, didn't see Silverbolt at all, so maybe not the most eventful weekend as far as toys, but it was still a fun trip. I like going on little trips, going to different places, you know, places I usually don't go, so that was fun. And I did get these sweet boys right here. Get a little bit closer to having Devastator, so I think it was worth it. And of course, as you would have seen earlier in the video, I did pick up these Moomin biscuits from Japan Mart. I love Moomin. I think the 90s Moomin anime is probably the greatest anime of all time. And I feel like these biscuits, by virtue of being Moomin, are going to be the best biscuits of all time. So it's time for the taste test segment. Even the bag has cute little Moomin images on it. Isn't that great? I love the Moomins. These have a very dry, almost cracker-like texture. They're also shaped. You can see the Moomin house there. They're okay. Stinky. That's about going to do it for my weekend Transformers toy hunting trip. Did some other stuff too, but who cares about that? Because this channel is about Transformers. It's not about other stuff. By the way, I've been saying like, hey, let me know in the comments and things like that. No one replies. I feel like I'm talking to myself here. So if anyone would like to reply to me in the comments, say, what would you have picked up? What should I have picked up? What should I have done? Should I have eaten the Moomin biscuits? Should I have not have bought the Moomin biscuits? Let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, thank you for watching. Peace out. Bye.